Hey Team Dream Pink, and welcome back to our 10-day recruiting refresh. This video is day 3, and day 3 is all about the tool. Today we're going to talk about our recruiting packets and why a pink packet full of information is a great tool and how you can use it to deal with your potential team members, giving them the answers that they want and letting them find out if Posh is a good fit for them. So all of the details are posted over on our Dream Pink group under the 10-day recruiting refresh event, but I wanted to run through them in a quick video that you can share with new team members or that you can reference back to when you get in a slump and you're ready to build that team. Alright, step 1 to our recruiting packet. The most important thing that you can probably send to a potential team member is our amazing Posh paper. The Posh paper is full of information about the products, our ingredients, the brand, and what makes Posh just so special. So while it is going to cost you a little bit more money to include a Posh paper in your pink packets, I think that it makes a huge difference. Now, you definitely don't have to. When I started with Posh in 2012, we had little mini tiny catalogs. To be honest, they were pretty ugly, but they were cheaper to mail. However, I will tell you that I have tried the packets with and without catalogs, and I do think that it makes a great investment in your business to include a Posh paper in your recruiting packets for your potential team members. For me, I ship from home using stamps.com. I include everything that I'm going to show you in a poly envelope, and they mail for between $2.77 and $3.50. So think about including a Posh paper in your recruiting packets. They're so beautiful and they truly tell the story of our brand so well. You won't regret it. Alright, next up, everybody's favorite, samples. Now, these are pre-made samples that you would get in your kit or that you can purchase from the Posh portal. But I'm telling you right now, 100% you do not have to use pre-made samples. When I started with Posh, we did not even have pre-made samples. We all made our own. And I always made my samples out of things that were easy to sample and that were cost effective. Things like the Body Butters, BFF Face Wash, Big Fat Yummy Hand Creams, and my favorite, Snarky Bars. They are easy to sample, they're very cost effective, you're going to get PV and commission back on all of the purchases for products that you are using to sample, and you can even use that as a tax write-off. So these samples are great, but don't feel like you have to use them. Now, one of the questions that people ask me all the time is how many samples do I include? That's totally up to you. When I do recruiting packets at an event, I do 2 samples, because I think that is plenty to give them a taste and leave them wanting more. And I don't have a strong connection already with somebody that I'm meeting very quickly at a vendor event or a craft fair. What about a warm market lead? Someone that you really know and that you've already started developing a relationship with, you may want to take advantage of sending them a full 6 samples. Why? It reinforces our buy 5 get 1 free, which we love to always point customers and potential team members back to. It also gives them a great variety of products to try and experience. If you only give them 1 or 2 and they happen to not like those, you might be left with a potential team member who's not sure about the company. Giving them a wider variety gives them better options to see that maybe if they don't care for a particular scent, overall they can still enjoy the products and fall in love with sharing them. Next up in our recruiting packet, kit cards. I love these cards. They're available in our Posh portal. They're very affordable. I think they come in a pack of 50, and they tell you exactly what comes in the new consultant kit. To me, this is a must-have, but you can also print these out from the resources tab and make them yourself. It does not have to be something that you get from the portal or spend a lot of money on. I just think that it's really important that someone understands what they're going to get in return for their $99 investment, and that's why I use these kit cards. So, total no-brainer for your recruiting packets is your personal information. I love to include a pretty branded business card, and when I started my business, I didn't even have business cards. I used white Avery labels on everything. Well before I ever promoted to Premier, I did not have business cards. So you can make these yourself. You just want to make sure that they include the independent consultant logo and that you're representing yourself as an independent consultant, not as Posh Home Office. Aside from that, customize them. One quick tip that I love for business cards is put your face on it. You can tell that my business cards have my picture on them because people may meet a lot of people and they may not remember your face. But if they see a picture, it helps them put that name to a face and they'll remember you better. So make sure you have your contact information in there. Another bonus tip, my business cards always say text is great, because I want people to understand that they don't have to pick up the phone and call me. They are always welcome to text, email, or Facebook message me with any questions that they might have. Additional information like our All About the Brand brochure, things like recruiting, packets, FAQs, things about your team are super important and great additional things, but they are not a must-have. I will say that I'm currently out of my Y cards, I know, but I just ordered them on Vistaprint, so they are very pretty 5x7 cards that tell my personal Posh story. I think that is one of the most important things that you can put in a recruiting packet is your story. And again, none of this has to be done in a fancy schmancy expensive way. When I first started using these tools, I printed out a simple sheet with a header that had my picture on it and told my Posh story. I printed it at home, I made them when I needed them, and they still shared my personal journey with Perfectly Posh. People relate to that. The direct sales industry as a whole has been built on the back of women doing what other women can do. So when they see you up there being successful, finding extra money to pay for groceries or gymnastics or cover your car payment, they think, man, if she can do it, I can do it too. So that is the best reason to put in your Why Posh story or your personal Posh story into your recruiting packets. Anything extra that you include in there is great. This All About the Brand brochure is one of my new favorites, and it is going in all of my fall-winter recruiting packets. Finally, and most important, the personal note. This is what it's all about. Direct sales is a relationship building business, and when people ask me what makes the difference between handing somebody information about joining and them actually making the decision to join your team, without a doubt, I believe that it's making it personal for them. It's not about us, it's all about them and how this opportunity can benefit their life. So one of the things that I do is include a blank card in all of my recruiting packets as I build them, but before I send them, I simply flip it over and I write a personal handwritten note. One of the most important things that you want to include in your personal note is you want to thank them for taking the time to look over this information. You want to give them a sincere compliment that tells them why you think they would make an amazing Posh consultant. So often as women, we see other people's strengths so much more than we see our own. So if you know someone is on your dream team list and you see that she has an amazing personality, a great network, and she's just that fun personality that people love to follow, open your mouth up and tell her. Share that with her. Putting a sincere compliment in here makes all the difference. Then finally, you want to wrap it up with your follow-up. So you want to confirm when you're going to follow up with your potential team member, and then you want to do it. Make sure that you stick with doing what you said you were going to do. It helps your potential team members understand that you are serious about your business and that you will be a great sponsor to them. So that's it. That's everything I put in my pink packets. I hope that this was helpful for you, and I can't wait to talk more on day 4 of our 10-day recruiting refresh. Just know that nothing has to be perfect. It's better to be done than perfect and never done. So many times I see team members who have the best intentions, but they never follow through. It doesn't matter if you spend all day designing the perfect graphic to put on the perfect card, to put in the perfect packet, if you never actually take the leap of faith and do it. So do the action today. Remember, intentions are pretty, but action is drop dead gorgeous. We learned that from the Allison show at UnCon, and it was one of my favorites, and it is so, so true. So take action today, work on those pink packs, and get it done. Bye.